he's still in his at least.
I'm gonna help him though. I'm gonna fucking help him because I want him if I can't. Because I'm gonna help him. I'm gonna help Canelo. Yeah, I'm gonna help him because Canelo's been a little too flat. He needs to be more loose, and I'm gonna make sure that, like, pause. But I'm gonna make sure that he's really, really like more
Agile.
yeah, very agile because that's really what's gonna throw off Crawford a lot. That head movement and peekabooing like this and stuff, really wanting Crawford to hit because Crawford got to make a point and prove to everybody that why he called out Canelo.
Yo,
Crawford got a lot of ego, guys. A lot. Okay? A lot of pride, a lot of ego. And you got to take advantage of that shit. I'm going to help Canelo a lot. Whether he wants to or not, I'm going to be like, motherfucker, I'm going right to it.
I think the most elusive we've seen Canelo Alvarez, and I think I think this is the fight that gets the most criticism, but I feel like this was the best Canelo Alvarez. Was actually the first fight with Triple G. I never saw Canelo so elusive. I felt like that was his evolution. And then when the fans felt like he needed to go back and fight toe to toe, the Mexican style, I think people shamed him to go back to his old way. But I actually feel like his best was that Triple G first.
And those are the bold words of Teofimo Lopez Jr. as he states he's going to help Canelo Alvarez because he's a bit too stiff. Let me counterpunch. First of all, I hope Canelo doesn't see that interview. You know, shout out to Punch Drunk Boxing for getting the interview with Teofimo Lopez Jr. He states that Crawford is cocky and has an ego. Well, I think that's pretty much all of them, isn't it? I think all of them have an ego or confident to the point where they come off as having big egos. But he is right. Crawford did call out Canelo, so I do assume he has something to prove. So good counterpunch by Teofimo Lopez Jr., but I don't think that it's a good thing for him to be that assured that he can, quote-unquote, help Canelo Alvarez. You know what I mean? Aid him, guide him, or assist is a better word, but I'm going to help him out because I think he's a bit too stiff nowadays. I don't think Canelo would like that shit too much. So I don't know. Maybe he's getting a little bit of that senior in him. That, you know, senior talks like that at times. So, you know, fruit doesn't fall too far from the tree. But at the same time, he sounds a bit cocky his damn self, saying that, hey, I'm going to help him and I don't care what he says, I'm going to help him. Well, damn, I hope so. And I hope he doesn't take it the wrong way because I definitely see Canelo looking at that like, hey, you know, ¿qué pasó con este güey? Con este güey. Ayúdame. Ayúdame, ¿por qué es en el gimnasio así? But listen, I think that Tio has dropped the ball with that one, stating that he will help Canelo Alvarez, man. Some square balls on this kid. You know what I mean? Because, you know, I hope Canelo, or let's put it this way. Let's think positive. I hope that they have a good enough relationship that he can talk about Canelo like that. You know what I mean? And hopefully he's talked to Canelo like that to talk about Canelo like that to other people. You see what I mean? Because that didn't really sound too, you know, positive. Calling an all-time great, a legend, Canelo Alvarez, the cash cow, the creme de la creme, stiff. You know what I mean? That's one thing that, you know, that you shouldn't say. That's something that you should say to the guy, not to the public. And I think that was a bit much, but that's my counterpunch. You guys tell me what you think of Teofimo Lopez stating that he's going to help Canelo Alvarez because he's a bit too stiff against someone like Terrence Bud Crawford. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch.